It's Ron Reader digs the universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe, and tonight, Dreadlocks and Racism at Barbers Hill High. There is a passage in the autobiography of Malcolm X that talks about conking hair. It was the process black people used for decades to flatten their hair, make it look more like white people hair. Just check out some old movies from the 20s, 30s, and 40s to see what I'm talking about. It was very glamorous. Duke Ellington, Cab Calloway, even Sammy Davis Jr. all rocking the conked hair. But it was a process using lye, a caustic chemical that literally burns the scalp, sometimes very, very painfully, just as a matter of course. And the point that I think that Malcolm X was making about conking is essentially this: look at how white supremacy convinces black people literally to torture themselves in order to be more acceptable to white people. Indeed, black people's hair has been a cultural battleground for liberation and oppression in this country for a very long time. I really think that white people have absolutely no business fucking with black people's hair at all. And I think that we should all keep that in mind as we consider dreadlocks and racism at Barbers Hill High. Barbers Hill ISD is in Chambers County, Texas, about a 45-minute drive out of downtown Houston, headed east on I-10. This is their second dreadlocks scandal in 3 years. The first one, with student DeAndre Arnold, was resolved when he transferred to another school, but it made a few waves. A state judge ruled that Barbers Hill High School had racially discriminated against Arnold, and the whole affair catalyzed passage of the Crown Act in the state legislature, which explicitly bars discrimination against racially oriented hairstyles. It all made national news, and BHISD ended up looking like a bunch of country dumb fucks. You'd think that passing a law directly targeting the district would get the message across, but no, Barbers Hill is doubling down on their racist anti-dreadlock policy and is now in the midst of a second national news-making racist scandal after having twice suspended another black student, Daryl George, for his forbidden hair. The district insists that the Crown Act does not cover length of hair, which means they are not in violation. You see, they've suspended him for long hair, not for dreadlocks, so they're not racist. Never mind the fact that kind of the whole point of dreads is that they're supposed to get long. BHISD is so certain they've beaten this on a presumed technicality that they are blasting media coverage as biased and calling out George's mother just for talking to reporters. A public humiliation. Really, they're just being super assholes about it, but they got nothing. Barbers Hill is a virtually all-white school district run by white people. They just can't get around the fact that banning dreadlocks is white authority people telling black people how to wear their hair. It's totally racist, and these people really are a bunch of country dumb fucks. I think local civil rights activist Quanell X put it best when he recently said, "It's not that they have a problem with the length of his hair, they have a problem with black hair. When do we, as African Americans, get the right to tell white folks how to wear their hair? We want children in this district to have an equal hair policy that appreciates everybody's culture." Needless to say, the George family is suing everybody. I'm Ron Reader. And this has been Ron Reader Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reader, again next week for another episode of Ron Reader Digs the Universe.